On that last point, is there a reason why that more Americans have not left? And do you have an update of an estimate of the number of Americans who are still in Gaza now?
Well, with the fact that we know we got 400 or so out so far, that leaves a population of about 500 to 600 left when you count family members in there. So we're working to get them all out, obviously. And the reason why changes every day. I mean, as I said before, this is a dynamic situation. Sometimes it's the vetting process. Sometimes it's obstacles, not physical obstacles, but policy obstacles that Hamas might throw up. So we're confident that the flow will continue. But as I've said before, we shouldn't comfort ourselves in thinking that every day it's going to be sort of a similar approach and a similar number and some sort of similar sense of ease here. Every day it has to be worked almost all over again.
And you mentioned Secretary Blinken's comments earlier today,
Yeah.
where he said that the post-war environment must include a Palestinian-led governance in Gaza unified with the West Bank under a Palestinian Authority. Is that the stated policy of the United States now, that Gaza and the West Bank need to be reunified under Palestinian Authority control? And separately, the Israeli government has said that they again said to say that we can come up with the mechanism that's appropriate, suggesting that they control what is the final governance structure in Gaza. So who controls what will happen in Gaza? Is it the United States? Is it Israel? Is it the Palestinian people?
It's, as the Secretary said, we want to make sure that Gaza and the West Bank are for the Palestinian people, and that they have a vote, they have a voice, that they get to be the determining factor in what governance looks like, where they're living, in their homes. And that remains our policy, and will going forward. Now, what exactly does that governance structure look like, and when does it get put in place, and who are the players that are going to help adapt that? All that we're working out. Those are all the questions we're asking ourselves and the questions we're asking of our partners. I can't stand here today and tell you that this is exactly what the structure is going to be, but that is what we're trying to drive to, is a process to get answers to those questions.
It sounded like Secretary Blinken was saying that there was a final goal in mind, which was unified control of Gaza and the West Bank under the Palestinian Authority. Is that not U.S. policy?
We believe that the Palestinians should be in charge of their future, and they should be the determining voice and factor in their future.